most confession shit.
Yeah, that's all that is. I can stretch that out. Is what you're trying to say.
Keep coming back to you. I keep coming back to you.
Hello, Internet World. Welcome to another episode of TV Nerdz. I'm here, your host, that's Terry Child, with co-host Gabe Stomach.
You're
We're back for another episode, yo. How's everything been, bro?
melancholy. It's just been, I've been cooking a lot more. That's about it.
I've seen some of your reels on Instagram.
That boy don't miss. That's my favorite one. The oxtails. That boy
That was
don't-
oxtails you have made.
What?
Oh, that was oxtails you made?
Yeah. The I think that was the. I made that last
The
night.
second one?
I made that last.
What was
night.
the first one you made? The first one, like, I didn't know what it was. You were saying.
The one with the happy face?
I think so.
Beef Wellington.
Oh,
Beef Wellington.
that was
Beef,
beef
Wellington.
Wellington.
Google it. You know.
It's basically like a big, thick cut of beef that's like wrapped in like pastry in a way.
Culture. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't steal the food. Because I'm an accomplice because you put it in my car. If I'm going to go in, I'm going to go in with evidence. I'm going to go in. I'm going to do the whole thing. I'm ride or die. That's what I'm trying to say. If you Uber in my car and you just happen to be a bank robber too, well, today I became a bank robber and an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? I can't risk getting hurt. You know what I mean? I feel like I get my way out of it legally because it'd be like a kidnapping. Like I feel like it's a gray area of kidnapping because I didn't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do it, but like to save my life,
I mean,
I'm gonna go along. You know, you go along with
You
it.
just give up the car.
What? I ain't giving up my car, bro. I'll go along with it and then just be
You
like,
call
hey,
insurance, man. You
nah,
got insurance.
hell nah, I ain't giving up my car. That's my car. I pay for that. I'll be like, old dude, that's my car.
I guess you driving them then. Shit. But
We doing the lick together, and then I'm like, they kidnapped me and the car. Why didn't you get out? It's my car. I said the same thing to the cop.
shit that out.
You think I'd go to jail? I couldn't go to jail. I couldn't go to that's kidnapping. That'd be an extra charge on them because they did the crime. I'm just a driver. What? Nah. It's not like, cause no, we ain't even know each other.
You, like,
No, it's
you're
not.
you're still assisting them.
Right.
You're still assisting them.
It's
in getting
not.
away.
It's not assisting them. But it's not. I'm not assisting them. Assisting them. It's like they're probably gonna have me at gunpoint and tell me we're gonna do some kind of car like bank job, and then on the way to the bank, I'm not gonna just dive out my car and do a roll.
Why not?
I've never seen any of those people come out safe, and then when they do, all right, you see, watch.
You gonna get a couple bumps and bruises.
Nah,
Don't mean nothing, man.
nah, son, nah.
As long as you don't jump out in front of a car.
Hell nah. You ever rub your knee on that carpet right there? Now do that same thing in that asphalt.
I've had carpet burns before.
Yeah. Now do that same thing at the asphalt.
I fell on concrete. I mean, it ain't fun, but shit.
We're not talking falling. We talking skids. That's
Yes.
like straight sandpaper. Nah, bro. You out your mind. I ain't getting out of my car.
You sheltered.
I'm just gonna need. I'll be like, damn, I fucked up. Nah, cause like Uber drivers, and then I'll get a dash cam fixed. All right, yeah, I feel like y'all doubt my shit, bro. I feel y'all doubt my shit. I'll survive. Oh no,
What?
there's a kidnapped child.
Oh yeah, I got one. I got the Amber Alert earlier. But it's all the way like in freaking. Where's that shit supposed to be at? They said Columbia County. Where is that shit anyway?
I don't know. I've never heard of that.
I be wondering why we be getting Amber Alerts from like all the way in Orlando and shit. Like, yo, like.
She's
But
16 years old.
But you gonna travel 2 hours, like, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like
Nah.
you not like within those 2 hours, you not gonna get caught. You gonna be able to get that far? Like, come on.
I want to know what this. I feel bad for this girl.
You want to go looking for her?
No, not at all. She look like she trouble. Hey, just hey, I just feel
That
like
was stupid.
I feel like
I feel bad, but I ain't gonna help.
I ain't nah, cause like if I see her in the street, I'll call, I'll say something, but I'm not gonna actively look, cause like I feel like she gets you in trouble. I feel like she's the one. She looks like those types that would want to be missing. You know what I mean? That doesn't want to. She's probably have like beef at the house type stuff.
I don't judge people. I ain't judging nobody.
I'm not judging. I'm not judging.
But nah, yo, great news for me.
Hope they find her.
Only for me, but I'm pretty sure I know a lot of other people got their Wi-Fi back. But yeah, it's finally got my Wi-Fi back up, and right in time.
Oh, he did that shit.
And right in time for the release of Gotham Knights, which I'm low-key excited for. Like
It's
when
not-
when I saw that it was coming out this week, I was like, damn, and I still ain't got Wi-Fi. This is bullshit. It was like right the day before. I'm like, I could still pre-order.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not feeling it. I watched the gameplay. Like I watched the full gameplay of it. Like not just like a trailer. And like I don't know what it is.
The trailers look good.
Right. The trailer is good, but the gameplay, it looks like the new Spider. Look like they just crammed the new. Is it online too?
I don't know if it's online. Like, I mean, usually with Batman games, it's not online.
If
It's a very long, like, story mode, and then you got the DLCs and like the season pass and stuff. Like with Batman games, you gotta get the season pass.
Then it's too much. I don't know what they're doing, but when my man was playing games, because when you kill people or like you knock out the bad guys and stuff, like you get like in Arkham Knights you got like some gold, you got some cash or some XP points or something.
XP,
You know what I mean?
yes, XP.
But I'm just saying you got stuff. You know what I mean? In this one now, it's like they drop like loot and stuff. There's XP point. It almost seems like it's online. So that's why I thought it was. That's why I thought like they had so much stuff going on in the game. It seems like it's an online game, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like something like it should be like I don't know, like they're trying to do like a Fortnite to this. Like you can just run around and beat up villains or something. Like it just seemed weird how like they have the mechanics for it. But the fight, the indoor scenes, because it's two setups. So that you get the fight outside where it's open world, and then in like indoor.
I like the fact that they're doing more open world Batman games. Like, don't get me wrong, like Arkham Asylum, I like it, but it's like it seemed too much like the typical just you go and go this way, all this stuff. But
That is true.
I liked how Arkham City and Arkham Knight really expanded and like went open world.
But this one doesn't. This one has the reminiscence of the like they ripped off Spider-Man.
I mean, I feel like
In terms of gameplay.
I feel like with Marvel Spider-Man, just how successful it was and just how they really paid attention to the mechanics of it and just how, because it get, like, they even said, like, it was the best, like, web swinging out of all the Spider-Mans. So I feel like when it, like, because of that, a lot of, especially when it comes to, like, superhero comic book games, they're going to try, not say they're going to mock it, but I mean, they're going to at least try to have that same similar gameplay style because that's what they see that the players are. That's what the players are like now.
Really?
And they're really just, and they're just trying. I mean, I don't know. That's just my opinion. I just feel like because of the success of Marvel Spider-Man, everyone's like, okay, so this is what the players like. Not saying let's copy it, but let's at least try to have similar mechanics so it's not
Fair.
So you're not shaking up the players.
Have you played Dark Souls or Elder Rings?
No, I have not.
So you haven't played any of the.
I thought about playing Elden Rings, but I'm not gonna lie, like I do like a challenge, but it's like
It's hard. It's hard.
like I remember playing Dark Souls when I was like over earlier. Like I think it was last year or something, like I was playing Dark Souls a little bit. I was still stuck on that same level.
But you get
Right after, like, when you left, came back, I was still stuck on the same damn level. Like, yeah.
But you get how like the I guess the fighting, the mechanics
fighting
in Dark,
style,
yeah,
yeah.
the fighting style in Dark Souls.
Mhm.
How you can also they do like slow motion at times,
Yeah.
right? Or maybe even Assassin's Creed, right? If they went that route
I mean,
instead of
Batman games usually kind of always done.
no, that's what I'm trying to say though. Like, think about it. Like, think about the Batman game. I mean, Batman movies we've been getting, right? And then all I'm saying is, like, to just veer off away from more of the Tim Burton cartoonish Batman and go more of the like
More serious, more
Batman.
darker.
You know, the year one. Do any of the Dark Knights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not gonna say do any of the Dark Knight because Arkham Knights were similar to the Dark, but I'm saying like do a darker tone
Uh-huh.
and then have more of a grittier fight scene and like more like I'm like you don't have to kill him like in Assassin's Creed, but Assassin's Creed still had better like
Guess fighting mechanics in a way. So that's the thing you're kind of like shaking. I was like, it's not the fighting mechanics are different.
yeah, the story looks amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I would play it probably for the story.
Yeah, I do kind of feel because that's the thing with the Batman games. All the Batman games, they have such a great story, and I mean, it's just it's really hard when it comes to anything Batman. Like that's the thing with DC. Like you have to really be pay attention to detail. You can't fuck it up, and it's hard. It's kind of hard to fuck up a Batman movie or a Batman game. Like
They fucked up this one. I mean, the story, like I said, the story is gas, characters are fire,
I don't know.
but the game wise,
I haven't played it, so I don't know. I played it yet, so
try to get a deal on it. That's all I'm trying to say. Like, try to get it cheap. Don't buy it at full price. Cause like as I'm looking at the game, it looks like it's gonna be annoying. And then you playing on console,
yeah.
so even on console, they say it limits the frame rate to 30 FPS, right? So which
I have a good TV, so
doesn't matter. And that's what even some of the people who are reviewing the game are even complaining about. Like it's designed into the game to not work at certain levels or something like that with consoles because like the consoles can only do but so much, even though your TV can.
that kind of makes no sense.
Well, yeah, it's into the mechanics and like the engine of the game. Like it's as if you would. There's so much shit going on all the time that you like the screen can't keep up. You know, that's all I'm trying to say. So I'm saying like for PlayStation like consoles and console games, it's limited to 30 FPS for playable. Any higher than that, it starts to get glitchy and buggy, and then you can't see swings. And then dude tried putting it over to PC, and he noticed that he can get it to like 60 frames per second or something, but only on the inside missions and like during the cutscenes. So when he goes back outside, like if he's flying or something, or he's doing a fight scene in the open world, the game starts to lag on him. So like he's saying like there's so much information in the game that it just can't be run on the consoles or even, well, not my GPU can't handle it, and that's saying something. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like this game is supposed to be big, too.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like the first release since I think Arkham Knight.
Yeah,
And it's one, and plus I think it's the same company as all the Arkham games. So
but I mean, like in terms of space wise, like I'm pretty sure they added so much into this game that it's amazing. But like now, I don't know if it's playable. That's what I'm saying. To get it at why it's cheap. That's my review on it.
I mean, right on the release on like release on the release date, like that's the price you're getting. It ain't really much of a I could get a deal on it when the day that it drops.
You don't get like PlayStation codes. You never done that?
I mean, not for new releases.
Yeah. What? Bro, you sleep. I found one. I found a website. I share it. I can't because it's hella legal. I know it is. Because they giving like for example, they had, the GTA money, like the shark, the platinum one, the most expensive one's like $100.
Uh-huh.
They got that shit for 40, and I'd be like, how, Sway? How are you cutting this much off? So I don't know if it's legit, but I've bought it like 13, 14 times, just dropping $40 when I bought the game, and they work every time. So I mean, it's legit. But how illegal it is, there's a gray. I know there's a gray area. Well, I'm saying they got. I got what's the Borderlands? The Borderlands game, the one that came out with the can't remember the girl's
I mean,
name.
is this just a PC thing? Because PC and consoles are different.
No,
especially when
you
it
could
comes to-
buy like I could go on the PC and buy
But from
like
your PC, I'm talking from my console.
buy an Xbox code, and they give you just type in the Xbox code and redeem the game. You could do the same thing for PlayStation. They have it for all the consoles, and you can get the DLC too. So like if you let's say you're trying to narrow down your search, you can go by category of console and pick like Nintendo or pick like Xbox, pick PlayStation, pick PC. You can pick Steam. They have them for like even like different like programs if you're using the PCs because like some of them you can get it for Epic, but it may not work for Steam. So it gives you a choice. I'm saying I'll send you the website. You can buy like and they have like they have discounts on like PlayStation subscriptions and shit and PlayStation Money and too. Like this should be lit. I mean it's like CD keys or something. I'm guessing. But
Guessing.
I'm guessing. But like whatever I know whatever it's called, you just Google something keys. I want to just keep it censored. But yeah, you just Google something keys, and they give you all the discounts on like the new stuff. And you get I got the Borderlands BioShock bundle, all 3 games, $5.
I mean, also a lot of the Bioshocks are really older games. Like this is like middle school. The
Yeah,
first
that's
Bioshock came out when I was in middle school.
That is true.
So come on, now. Like it probably would have been $5 either way. But I mean,
For all 3 though. Yeah, probably for all 3.
yeah. But I mean, I've been excited for the game since they announced it because of the fact that we're playing with with just all 4 of with all 4. You got Damian Wayne, you got Nightwing, you got Batgirl, you have Red Hood, which I'm not gonna lie, they made Red Hood look a little bit more like Deadpool, but with the way they designed him. But hey, I mean, guy the red mask and whatever they got the jacket and everything.
The
He looks legit, but it's just like I like the Red Hood that I saw in Arkham Knight. I like better.
I will say this: the suit looks better in the cinematic, and like it's like they did in Justice League, Injustice.
Injustice.
You know how they do the cinematics in Injustice?
Yeah,
the cutscenes.
It always looks good in the cutscenes.
It's like that, bro. It's crispy,
Mm-hmm.
crispy, and then like the storyline was pretty good. And then I watched well, not to change the subject of the games, but just like on Dark Games coming out, Silent Hill is releasing. I can't say their name, but Kamiko is making another Silent Hill 2. Like now, so like with Unreal Engine, and it was scary.
A lot of the Unreal Engine games are like freaking.
Have you ever played the Silent Hill games?
Nah, I'm not really into like horror games. Like I'll watch a horror movie, but like playing a horror game is just like it's too. I get into it when I game, so it's like if I'm gonna get into like a horror game, it's like.
You want to stream one? I got Outlast.
Hmm?
I got Outlast. You heard of it?
I heard Outlast.
I got both of them. Ain't no squaring up or nothing. You just
Oh,
run.
you talking about that one where it's like you either run high or get
get killed. That's it. That's your choices, son. Let's run it.
That's some bullshit. That's straight.
You want to play too?
Like,
come on, it's lit.
Now.
You can hide under tables, hide under the bed, hide in lockers, but you best believe you pick that wrong locker, that's your ass. That's your ass. I've played it before. I can't get past the first level. It's not that I got scared. I just don't know where the fuck to go. And I just end up running around and the dude just keeps catching me.
You better do them damn walkthroughs.
Hell no, it's pussy ass shit, bro. I need to figure that shit out.
Out of here, dog.
I'm a detective, whatever I'm doing with this camcorder.
Man,
but no, yeah, Silent Hill 2 is coming out, and then they did the live stream release, well not release, but I guess gameplay and release of Resident Evil, the new one that just came out. Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of tapped down on Resident Evil.
Why? Because of the Netflix series?
No, not at all. Just in general, this Resident Evil game, like how much more like what else can you add to this franchise of games?
They definitely added a lot.
Yeah. In this one
And
now,
plus, it's just with like graphics getting better and everything. Like, of course, like I think it would be cool to have like a remaster of some Resident Evil, like the first Resident Evil.
right.
Do a remaster of that.
Now I will say
It's probably difficult,
the
but
graphics of it is pretty
gotten-
pristine.
it's
It's-
gotten really much better.
Oh
too.
my gosh.
I remember having the first Resident Evil on the original PlayStation.
All boxly, the
Yeah,
whole
like-
guns.
The freaking zombies are not like they're not they're not scary at all. It's like anyone who's actually scared of this game, like back then, it's like how.
I played. I think I played Resident Evil 4, and I lost my shit because like for some reason in the game you just couldn't run, and I just kept getting just beaten to death by zombies in the back because you know in the game you only get like 10 bullets, which is I will say as a zombie game the worst for like ammunition. Like
I mean, you played Last of Us. You seen some of the game for Last of Us?
correction, yeah, Last of Us is even more shit because I made a crowbar blade.
And you get like what 4 hits, and you get the 4 hits.
And it was gun, and I was bare knuckling it, and then the thing just killed me, and I was like, "Why
You
did it
can't-
kill me?"
You
And
you can't go bare knuckle with them things, bro.
I know that now, and what pissed
like,
me
bro,
off,
you had like
you can't break crowbar. You don't break crowbar. He's not strong enough to break crowbar.
no. I mean, you hit. I mean, you these zombies are like different though. Like you hit, like you straight up just you swing with all your might too. So come on.
No grown ass strong man is gonna break a crowbar. Bend it, all right, bet. I ain't gonna
It's
hold
probably
you.
like yo, you bend it too much to the point where it's like, damn, this shit can't
Maybe-
be useful no more.
Maybe it was cold. I'll give you that it was cold. Maybe in the winter, this happened in the winter or some shit. We got cold front came in, and then the metal was more brittle. That's why it broke. But hell no, bro. I was like, what am I gonna make? Because they give you choices.
I mean,
Bats.
nah, but like for real though, because like but it's gonna be too easy if you just during the game like you got this one crowbar, you could just simply smack these motherfuckers all up, and then now you're not even using your guns no more.
Give
Like, come on.
me a stamina bar. Give me a stamina bar. I ain't, after a while. You know what
I
I'm saying?
think it just adds the extra
Just-
challenge, which is like not a problem with me. Like just
All I say is that game was shit because I pulled. They're like, yo, when you start the
I love-
generator,
I love
it's
it.
gonna call them all in. All right, I know that. Let me get the guns loaded. Let me get the one weapon that's gonna. I looked at it, going, it's gonna save my life. A
Did
crowbar
you not see
blade.
the damn like?
Yeah, the bar at the bottom. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was stupid.
Did you not see that? Like,
yeah.
come on, even when I first played, I know like okay, it even tells you during the game, it's like yeah, you only get a certain amount of hits with this. Like
That
Come on,
that don't
man.
make sense. Cause you know why? Cause in other games like Destiny 2, you could run out of like energy for the sword. I could still swing that bitch and not do any damage. I still do like a little bit of damage. So it's just taps. You know what I'm saying? That's what I thought was gonna happen. Cause it's a crowbar. You know what I mean? I went with logic, going, yeah, fuck a wooden bat.
why you going logic
I-
with these games? Like,
I don't know why I did. Cause he called me. It made sense. Zombie's gonna come when you turn on a generator. That
yeah,
makes
'cause of the
sense.
noise.
That makes noise. Makes sense. Okay, as soon as they come, got the crowbar, because the crowbars are made out of metal, and you can't break crowbar. Nope. Game is trash. Game was lit, but the game was trash because that was
that part. I mean, I guess that whole concept you talking about was trash, but both the games were amazing.
like don't get me wrong.
I love both the games.
I'm not opposed to like games that have like durability,
challenge
not
to it?
just challenge, but like when it's like durability. Yeah, I guess a challenge, but like durability,
With their weapons.
loss on the weapon
Mhm.
or something like that. I'm all for that.
It
Yeah.
brings a little bit of realism.
Right. However, give me half damage with a crowbar because I bend it. Because now I'm not hitting them with the full bar. You know what I mean? Make it make sense. And then the bar, and then,
Or like,
and-
what if like you hit him and then it's like you get stuck because it's bent.
or that happens.
And you gotta just like either you gonna lose it or you just gotta
pry it out, and then prying it out straightens it. You know what I'm saying? Give it some creativity to it, because if you pry on a bar, you be like, okay, and you pry it and make it straight again, and you go back to whooping his ass. All I'm saying is, that's all I'm looking for in a zombie game. Dead Island kind of gave me that. You ever played Dead Island?
Nah.
It's first person, and they just there. I don't understand the concept of the game. I've never beaten Dead Island because there's just so many zombies on the island. I'm just constantly fighting for my life. But you gotta like find a way, like find survivors and all this stuff, and throughout it all, you gotta solve the mystery of why everybody on the island is a zombie because you just wake up. I don't know. I don't think there's any other good horror games out there other than like Last of Us.
I mean, I wouldn't consider that like horror. It's just like a post-apocalyptic kind of thing. But it's more like, because it's not even really scary. Like, even like
What? I mean, it's not really scary.
it's not.
So when you pull the generator, you ain't panic when you realize.
I'm just more like, okay, yo, let me make sure all my weapons are good. When I pull this generator, I'm ready to see like what's coming next. Like, you know, but I'm not like, oh my god, like they're coming. Like, nah. Like, I'm like, yo, I gotta kill these motherfuckers just to get past. Like, all right, let's go. What do be freaking me out sometimes is like, you know, like when the infection really goes through, like, and the person been infected for a long time, they ain't died, and they turn into them big ass like, like I'm like, yo, who's allowing this?
Exactly.
And like them, they be like freaking they be throwing like the shit like the
glowing
orbs
yellow?
and shit. I'm like, huh?
Little glowing yellow ones?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like,
fuck those guys.
and I'm just like, yo, what
That's-
the hell?
That's the one that broke my crowbar. That's how that's even that's the one exactly.
So you went up to that big ass thing and hit it with a crowbar?
I ran out of bullets. I was all right, so the generator going.
That thing is
Blah,
twice your
blah,
fucking
Blah,
size.
blah,
Literally, one of the death scenes from
blah,
it is literally it picking you up and just going.
blah. Yeah, he Loki'd me. Yeah.
I'm like, what kind of bull? I'm like, you want to dog?
Yeah, I squared up.
I'm not-
Hey, look, I'm gonna go out fighting. That's what I realized when I play those games too. Is like in the event of zombie hordes and shit, I will not use the last bullet to take myself out. I'm gonna turn the gun around and start bashing zombies in the back of their head. Like I'm going out fighting. I'm committed. Cause then you know what it is? I want to be like Shaun of the Dead and how he has his boy at the end of the movie. Like he was a zombie, but he still played video games. You know what I'm saying? What if I wouldn't kill you, Eugene? I would probably rescue you as a zombie and just keep you as my zombie best friend. Which would be what? What? I'd do the same for you.
I would be trying to bite you the whole time.
Yeah,
dude. What are
no,
talking
you
about?
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. I'll give you like one of those bite guards, or we give you like one of those things they have in like prison. You be all right. Once you get the prison thing on, you be all right. And then every like Tuesdays or Thursdays, feed you some meat. You know, I'll give you some human meat from the morgue or something. Yeah,
This guy.
Craigslist. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Craigslist.
I'm pretty sure
Craigslist got it.
I'm pretty sure like if there was ever like an apocalypse or some shit, they gonna have meat on Craigslist.
That's what I'm saying. Craig's gonna have it, and hopefully it take any meat, because then I just start getting like I'll go hunting and like you just get start I don't expect you to do this for me, so don't make it seem like I'm savage on this. Don't kill me as a zombie. What if you find a cure to cure zombies like in the series? We got a smart zombie or some shit and they're curing the zombie or something, or you I Am Legend me, and like you cure the zombie, you cure the thing in I Am Legend. Come back. I'd risk that. The advancements of modern medicine doesn't stop when an apocalypse happens. We just ain't got materials. You know what I'm saying? The people still got the
I
knowledge.
mean, just look at what they're doing with COVID. And plus, dude,
Bro, don't even get started. We can't even say the C. Don't say that word. CVID, bro. We abbreviate it.
Finally got our mask lifted.
Oh, you ain't hear the news?
office?
You ain't hear the news?
they made a new strand.
Yeah. We got
ma-
part 2 coming. What?
They made a new
We
strand.
rebooting it.
Nah, and they literally said we made a strand.
We took the
That's
spikes.
it's 80% deadlier now.
We took
like,
the spikes and put it on it.
like
Whatever.
Who made it?
Us. What you mean? Who made it? The same people did it the first time. We paid for it this time. We paying it for the last time. Ain't that some shit?
I think they're gonna. You think they're gonna drop it for China? Or some shit?
Yeah, no, I feel like it's gonna hit us again. No, I don't think it's China. I think it's gonna be Ukraine. Because hear me out. I feel like you can't. It's a conspiracy
Yeah.
But
theory.
I
You
thought
can't.
it was confirmed that China's the one who.
First
the first
time.
time.
The first time.
The first time it was done.
the first time. And then on top of that, there is a winter variant of that one coming out. So there's like
Yeah, well, we're forever gonna have variants. It's like
Yeah.
the flu.
It's
It's
just a
like
lot
the
of them are
flu
just
now.
like they're not. Some of them
Yeah.
aren't as
But
but
yeah.
this new one is
as long as it multiplies itself, it'll start
Yeah, viruses
blowing
always
itself
mutate.
out.
Like that's just the thing with viruses; they always mutate.
yeah, I played that game
Just,
Plague.
just up. Yeah,
Plague. That game lit.
I like. I remember playing Plague 2.
They have a
That one.
second one?
I think they have 3, but I just remember. No, oh no,
Like, I
not
gotta
Plague.
Google
No,
this.
it's not.
You were saying I'm about to download this
Nah,
shit.
it's not Plague. Like, no, what I'm thinking is different. Is Pandemic. It's actually called Pandemic 2.
Oh yeah.
It's literally just like, yo, you just gotta make this like it's either virus, bacteria, or fungus, and you gotta try to like have it mutate all this other shit. Like, bro, I be trying to do the slow burn.
There was
Like,
one-
I'll make a virus do the slow burn, just like when it could hit every single city right before they're like, I this is kind of suspicious. Let's try shutting shit down. Then I start to
make the lethality.
yeah, make it.
Wow.
Nah, I try to spread it, make it spread first, then make it deadly.
I do. There's one on like the tablets or phones. This is when I had Android.
Because like, yo, once you start.
it's like
Because like
that.
in the game, once a few people die within a region, they're like, "Yo,
So is
shut
this-
everything down." You know,
So
all
this
the-
one, was this all red?
not yeah. It's like all red and like it's the whole like
The world, right?
yeah.
It's the whole world, and then like bubbles pop up.
it's not bubbles, but it's like
Oh,
part of like say part of a region that gets infected. Once it starts having death tolls, like part of it will turn red and stuff or whatever. It's just and it's showing like the whole like things with like the boats and the planes and like like how it's traveling and stuff.
there's one on Android on the Android market. I wonder if it's on iPhone. I might get it for iPhone now, but it's similar to like that, except like it's just the whole world, and you get like the map view, and then you can pick which country you want it to start in, right?
Oh no, not Pandemic 2 was like random.
Oh no, this one you can pick. You can be like, yo, fuck Ghana, and just be racist with it,
That's fucked up.
right? But I'm
Nah,
saying,
yo, when it came to Pandemic 2, I remember I almost infected the whole world. But the one and the hardest place that you have to infect, Madagascar.
man, I was gonna say the same thing. Yeah, I was gonna
thought-
say the same.
Like I remember one
thing.
time, it started in Madagascar. I'm like, oh, I'm definitely going.
It don't work.
Nah,
It
that
don't
shit-
work. It take
like,
4
bruh.
days for it to get out. It take like 4 years for it to then spread out after that. Then they already got the cure. You're like, yo, this is dumb. 6 people sick.
I be trying to like.
No, yeah, this is. There was the one I was playing. Like, you can pick anywhere, and I did Madagascar because I had the same issue. Like, this shit's hard. So no, I did Madagascar, and then like in the game, you get to choose how you can spread the transmission. You can choose lethality. You can choose like contagion. I mean, not survivability. So like if it warm climate, cold climate, you know, like
yeah, like if it's like how what
Yeah.
resistance to that, is resistant to medicine. Like
right.
I made
right.
sure it's resistant to medicine. Like
Out the
boom,
gate.
boom, boom. So it's like we
and
don't know when this vaccine coming.
I did Madagascar, and then I did rats as a transmission source. Cause like there's no planes that go to Madagascar. I figured this out. No, not one damn plane goes to
Both
Madagascar.
go there too.
All day though, all day to go there. So I was like, let me do rats, and that's how I got it to spread outward. Right? I did this shit like the plague. It was rough. What I'm talking about,
Bruh,
I tried to
it's
spread this as fast as possible, and then like in certain parts of the game, like it tells you at the top, like the Olympics had to be canceled because of
Oh,
your
it's
out-
like the world
world
events.
news. So it tells you world news, and then like it then says like the world has come together to start building a cure. Because at first it would be like let's just say like Madagascar has started issuing funds to develop a cure, and then when the virus starts getting more and more like intense, they be like, all right, half the world's diverging funds to like beat your virus, and then it's like you have to pop the bubbles and like to mutate your virus and to like stop the vaccine from getting around. It's crazy. It's a sick game.
Yeah,
It's
I
a sick
I remember with Pandemic too, like the ways like it can go is like, you know, seaborne, airborne, like rodents. I think
Insects.
I don't know about insects. I think insects is one of them, but like
Mine did insects.
yeah, it's insects too. But like literally, they have a whole like when it's rats. If it's rats and they're like really like and everybody's on a high alert about this shit, they're like, yo, they trapping rats, they burning rats. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, like niggas really gonna be savage like that? And it's like if it's insects, they're spraying pesticides
That's-
everywhere. Like yo, like they'll shut down all the ports, all the airports. It's like, yeah,
I couldn't. Yeah.
I remember it was one time, like when they did it, they shut down the airports and everything, and there was still this one airplane just flying around while mutating. I'm like, it finally landed. I'm like, that shit's hilarious. Like,
I haven't played any of the games like that. I guess, or like I don't know. Do you play games for the season?
what do you mean for the season?
Like
the season pass? Like,
not season pass, but it's like all right. So the season changes to like Halloween, and then do you be like,
oh, I'm
start...
gonna play horror games now.
Yeah,
because the season like. Not really. I just play, whatever I think feels good to me. Honestly, like I don't just
You don't do
I'm
the
not-
niche.
I'm not really much of like the whole it's Halloween. I got like if it's like for seasons, is like the most I'll do is probably be like I'm gonna watch like a scary movie or something or two.
I haven't seen
Or a
any,
Halloween themed movie.
I haven't seen any good ones. I mean, like
They got some of the ones that are coming out. It's more of like they're just going to spookify another like holiday. Like they're going like that. There's this one like I think it was Santa Claus or something. It's a horror movie. It's like it looks kind of corny, but
Netflix got a thing out. It's not horror, but it's intense. It's called Quiet on the Front.
I think I've heard that.
It's a World War One movie. But boy, what I'm saying, it's you remember Saving Private Ryan? How
Mhm.
intense their killings, like when they
off,
died,
yeah, off the jump.
out the gate, just boosh, and boy's head gone, and people throwing up and getting shot up, and there's blood everywhere,
People
and
guts all out.
you know what I'm saying? And these man just holding them in. It's 10 times more than that. Like it is.
I mean, it's World War
wild.
One. It was like
Which is true, but I'm saying like they nailed it. And then I think it has to do with Zemo from Marvel in it.
Mhm.
He's in it. I'm not gonna lie, he's a solid actor. And in terms of like his roles,
a lot
that
of
he plays.
they always get like good decent actors for like a lot of the main characters.
and
I should
like
say.
and like from watching the trailer, I just saw the trailer release
Mhm.
like a couple days ago. From watching the trailer, I don't think he's a villain. I think he's on the villain side,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think he's a villain. Cause like there's like how like they'll do dialogue between the trailers, and one of the dialogues he like asks to like be like, hey, can we get like a ceasefire? This shit's intense.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude's like, nah, ain't no ceasefire. We lighting everybody up. Spray the block. And he's like, what? And then it shows the choices that men have made in war. So it was like it's very interesting in concept. That and the Wakanda trailer I saw.
Oh, the Wakanda Forever trailer.
Yeah, I got
Like the newest one, or
yeah, the one that shows Shari as like Black
Yeah.
Panther.
there's still speculations that it's not Shuri, but I have a feeling it's gonna be Shuri.
Oh yeah,
Because it's even comic book accurate. Because
Even- I was gonna say in the trailer they showed two scenes, the fire, thrown on fire.
yeah,
That's not real.
you think that one's gonna be the fake one?
No, it's not a fake one. Well, I wouldn't say fake one, but it's in the S.
The ancestral plane.
Yes.
So you think instead of like the one from the last movie that T'Challa went to, you think that one's the one
Well, I don't know.
that Shuri's gonna go to?
I don't know if that's what she's going through. Cause like, just remember, like in Killmonger, he never went there.
Yeah, he went back to his apartment.
Right.
I mean, to where it was kind of like where, because you kind of like when you do that, you meet your ancestor or like probably the person who's closest to you. Like to T'Challa, it was his father. To Killmonger, it was his father. So he went back to the place where his father was dead,
right.
and he was just yeah. So you think that where that's at, that's gonna be
The ancestral
where
plane.
where she probably meets either T'Challa or somebody.
I think she meets Killmonger, cause Because two reasons, right? Two reasons why I think she meets Killmonger. One, her suit looks just like his, right?
It's not too much like his, but
But
it's
the decal, yeah, I'm saying the decal, like
Mhm.
the tone, the color tone, the color pattern is close to
I think
his.
the color pattern kind of matches more of Shuri's style in a way.
Well,
It
no,
still
yeah,
matches Shuri, like from the original from the first Black Panther movie. It does match her style. The style usually what she
what she
goes
would
for.
wear,
Yeah,
yeah. But in terms of the color tone, that's more of the Killmonger rather than T'Challa's. You know what I'm saying?
it's
That's
not
what,
really much of the original.
right. It's a second suit. And then for all I know, she probably picked that.
It could be more of
That's
a
her choices
it
in
could be more
general.
like
But
because everything's still more like tech. You know,
right. But now the reason why I say that, I also think it's like Killmonger is because like she has to figure out how to get the purple thing again.
oh yeah,
The purple fruit, the heart shaped
herb,
fruit,
the heart shaped
herb.
herb.
Yeah, the heart shaped herb again. So like, cause you remember he burned it. So like, whatever method she's getting to get it may not be the the normal way of entering the ancestral's plane. You get what I'm saying? So like, whatever vision she's
Oh yeah,
meeting,
because I was gonna say like that. Like when you take the heart shaped herb, that's how you go. Okay.
that's how you go. But he burned it all. So like, if she's getting the powers of Black Panther, that means they found a way to either synthesize it, and then synthesizing it may not technically take you straight to the ancestral plane, because like remember how big it was in fucking Moon Knight. It's the same plane.
I mean, yeah, like I mean, yeah. It's also I think well, with Moon Knight because he's like more on the Arabic side, the Egyptian like Arabic side.
It's the same plane
Like I
though.
know it's a same, it's similar plane, but it's like it's kind of different because it's more like Arabic, not really like African. Because
But Boss comes from they're both it's one of the same. That's what I'm trying to say. Like in terms of the gods, the African god that we have would be the derivative from the Egyptian god. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be an of one of the statues. Remember how they had the statues?
yeah,
Boss would be one of maybe be one of the statues
it may be like
up there. Cause
it may be different because it's still different like countries still in Africa because different countries in Africa have different religions, they have different languages.
Right.
There's thousands of languages in Africa alone. Like in one country in Africa, there could be like hundreds of different languages.
But think
Just 'cause-
about
just like tribal wise.
But think about how many statues they had in that temple thing in Moon Knight. They had like millions of statues. I'm not saying like all I'm saying is like the temple where Moon Knight and all of them come to may necessarily not just be only Egyptian gods, but maybe for like African gods. Because then that would make more sense then. Because like the where the hippo went looked just like where the Black Panther's ancestral plane is. So it's like if one like they may have like I don't know. I feel like in layman's terms, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't see it's possible for one nigga to run all day long, working all day. I'd be tapped if I was a god. I have to work all day long. If I get another god do the same job as me, but they call him by a different name, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, bet. Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm thinking like maybe the hippo would be the Egyptian version to Boss, the African version of Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? So no, like, how would you get back to them? So like maybe the derivative of whatever she did to get back into the ancestral plane was a trip to like the Egyptian way, and then she found a way to whoever. But I think she meets up with Killmonger because she still has to figure out a way to like get see T'Challa, but like whose fault is it? You know what I mean? So like if you're trying
Yeah,
to,
because we don't even know like how they're gonna really paint his death.
you know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
movie, so.
Supposedly in the movie from like the like other things like other YouTube channels I saw like New Rockstar and stuff like that. They said that like they don't really mention it in the movie. They don't really mention how no, not how, but like of what. It just says
It's
he
just
died.
like I have seen like one article that said like it's gonna be kind of like a time jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like a year into like after some event. It's gonna be like Shuri's still kind of grieving and everything. Everyone is still like right before everything else happens in this movie. I mean, I'm. It's gonna be different when I see that, like, the funeral scene, because it's like they literally went all out just to pay tribute. So
Now, the villain. This is Nemo, Nemon, or something like that. Nemon, whatever. It's the
Namor.
Atlantean. Nemon, right? It's the Atlantean.
Yeah,
Well, he's not from. He's not really Atlantean. It's whatever Aztec water god. Or
yeah.
whatever.
It's not like Atlantis. It's different, like underwater world.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, I feel like he's
Not like true villain. It's kind of the same thing with Killmonger. He's not truly a villain. He's just he doesn't fuck. It's like his beef ain't with Wakanda. It's with someone else. But he's like, yo,
right,
because even in this trailer, he's like, yo, is y'all with us? Y'all against us?
right.
Because we got beef with these people. If y'all interfere, we fucking you up too.
It's yeah, and it's the opposite of the enemy of my enemy is my friend. It's like the enemy is them, but you with them? Like, yeah, you getting it too, huh? What? Both y'all getting clapped now. I was like, but I don't even. And that's really what's happening. So I'm wondering if he's gonna be like more like
I kind of like how Black Panther's gonna like how not only does the first Black Panther like kind of it did tie into the whole MCU, but it still was good as its own standalone movie. I feel like Black Panther 2 is gonna be the same way.
yeah.
Like it's gonna be
Well, I
just
don't
as
know.
good as its own standalone movie as it is tying into the MCU.
No, I don't know, because I feel like this movie is gonna be the precursor. Because think about the reasoning behind this movie.
I mean, this is the last like movie installment for Phase 4.
Right, I'm saying, but that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be, but like, for being the last one, it's gonna set it up for everything in the
I think,
next phase.
and
And
I
then
think also wasn't the first Black Panther also the end for another phase or no?
no,
It wasn't.
I don't think so. Maybe it could have been for end of phase 2.
I have to.
I have to
we
look
gotta
it up. I think it
It's
was.
like,
I think you might be right. I think
I
it was
don't
end
know.
of phase
I
2
think it was either because
or the beginning of phase 3.
yeah, because in the end, in one of the end credits, it showed like Bucky and everything, and like how he was recovering because they did
Right.
send him to Wakanda, to help
To-
him recover.
That was Ultron.
No, that was that was after that was after Civil War. After Civil War was that cutscene where you see
Oh yeah,
Bucky
yeah.
and Wakanda. So,
Yeah. So then, yeah, maybe Black Panther was the last one then, because then I started.
I'm wondering,
But it's gonna be Doctor Doom, because like they even are like Doctor Doom
yeah, I've heard that Doctor Doom. They're supposed to reveal Doctor Doom.
coming in as the next villain, which doesn't make sense because you brought Kang out,
I think it's.
and what are you gonna do with him?
I mean, Kang the Conqueror is gonna come to the next Ant-Man movie, and I feel like because I mean, you have to follow up from Thanos, and my whole thing is, but I think Galactus is too big of a villain to just introduce right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how they're gonna. I don't know how they're gonna keep on. I don't know how much longer they're gonna keep on with the MCU. They're probably gonna.
No, oh,
I know that. I know. They got movies for the next decade or so. I know that.
was it
But
Hulk
it's like-
Wars? Because Hulk's son and She-Hulk.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
got Hulk Wars.
They got.
Because
Yeah,
he
the
comes back.
Hulk verse and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
and he has to fight Illuminati. So that's like three. That's like 3 movies right there for Hulk.
hopefully that will redeem him.
Please, I hope so. Wait,
I just want when it comes to Hulk, I just want to see. Not saying like he has the Hulk out. Like I understand you got the smart Hulk and everything, but I just want to for it to feel like Hulk again.
yeah, and then I'm a little disappointed. Is like the fact that we got the bombshell of him having a son, and like I just wanted to see what the son does. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, what more can he do? He's a Hulk.
right? Like, but he's what so now this is what pissed me off. That's what my friend said the same thing. He's like, what else you need? He's a Hulk. He's like, right. That's my point. The first Hulk we got fucked up whole cities.
Yeah.
We get a second Hulk, which was the cousin, and she ain't do none of that.
I mean, she has more control. Like, you got to think, like, yo, the first Hulk, that's literally just him just starting to like really try to understand his power, try to understand how to balance being a Hulk and just being, Banner. But now you got the cousin where it's like, yo, because it was from a blood transfusion, she's still in control. She just has the strength and everything. It's kind of like Blade in a way. Blade has all the strengths of a vampire, but none of the weaknesses or none of the
no, because you're infected by gamma blood. Blade is a vampire. The lore behind vampires is you get transferred to shit. That's the benefit of the vampire blood.
The vampire virus. Yeah.
Banner's blood ain't like that. Banner's blood is if you get it, you either get cancer and die, or you turn into the Hulk. And if you turn into the Hulk, how is it every time it's always like a smart person? That's what I guess what I'm trying to get at. You know what I mean?
I think it's just intellect. It had like if it affects people's intellect, like who have different intellects.
And then his son, I give him the benefit of the doubt because Hulk smashing alien cheeks. You know what I'm saying? So the son ain't even even human. It's half human.
It's literally funny. It's like in the beginning of the show, he's like, like you just see him getting taken from this ship just somewhere. He comes back with a son's like, what?
Yeah. Like, how do you? I don't. Long story. I was clapping some cheeks on his land. I was also fighting people.
Yeah, wouldn't it be kind of fucked like? Because you saw, like, in the MCU, they made, like, kind of the whole romanticism between Hulk and, and Black Widow.
Right? Yeah.
What if they would have had a child?
I mean, it would make sense. No, she couldn't have children. Black Widow can't have children.
Oh, what?
You watched the movie?
Yeah, I watched the movie. Like, well, what? Because of, like, all the training she did, they end up, like...
Nah, because of the training. But it's, like, just because of the course or whatever... The school she was in, like right before
they gave them all
hysterectomy. Yeah, they take out the tubes or tie whatever they do, take out the ovaries or something like that. So she can't have kids, so that there's no weaknesses, is what the theory was.
So basically, so they don't just I think it's mainly just so they don't have periods. They ain't gotta like you can fight whenever because you're not gonna have a period.
I think you still have those.
When you have a hysterectomy, when you take your whole uterus out, nah.
No, but
like you could like.
Do you still have the hormone issue?
Nah, like once you take like.
Yeah,
when you take
hysterectomy.
Yeah, when you take your whole uterus out, like no,
It kicks you into menopause.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you don't have periods at all.
You have full blown
menopause.
Hormonal issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You have hormonal issues, but you're not getting a period.
So you're not bleeding, but you still have heat flashes.
Yeah.
You still have mood swings.
Swings.
That's still crazy.
Yeah, but that's stuff that like, if you're training a bunch of assassins, that's stuff you can like try and like psychologically get them through.
No.
But
that's a woman telling you this. Don't get mad at me. That's a female perspective. And all I'm saying is,
I'm just saying from a comic perspective, the whole thing is just since there's no weakness, like. The whole like you being down because you got your period and stuff, you can't be as active. Like take hysterectomy, and it's just there's no bleeding, there's no cramps. You get
more. I feel like it's worse. She's wearing a leather suit and get heat flashes. That would suck. Like I feel like the weakness part is the fact that if she bears a child, she would prioritize a child over the mission. And that was what could never happen. But she didn't say that in the movie. She said that, I think she said that in like either Age of Ultron, where right before Banner disappears, they had like an intimate moment when they're like, he was like, yeah, we like when they were just like, yeah, we can't be together. He's like, why not? I was like, because I'm a monster, and she's like, I'm a monster too, at the bar, right? Mm-hmm. So and that dialogue, she explains like, yeah, I can't have kids, I can't do any of that. I'm just as a monster as you. Like, I kill and do all this shit just like you do. We can be together as monsters is what her point was. And he still was like, nah.
Yeah, and then the fucked up part is like right when he's like, yo, fuck it, let's be together. We might as well be together now because he's probably going to destroy the world. He's like, and then she's like, nigga,
Mm-hmm.
I'd be pissed. I wouldn't want to go back as Banner either. Like, you just pushed me off a fucking cliff.
Well, you needed the other guy.
Because you're just like, I need the other guy.
Yeah.
Like, you asshole. Like, the fuck?
Why is
we
that
was
an
having a
asshole?
moment, damn it.
The moment ended after you stopped talking.
Like, bruh, we having a moment. Like,
Right?
I'm confessing my love to you. Like, shit's about to get fucked up, but
Shit
still.
was getting fucked up, and y'all was having this moment. Let's be clear. People's getting yeeted, people getting hurt, and then they were like, "Yeah, we need the big guy. Bring in the Hulk now." And then they were having a touching moment, and she was like, yeah."
It would have been. What if the fucked up part was like, you know how you remember in
Ragnarok. He just
Ragnarok
bounced.
when he literally like he dived down. Next, thing you know, he's like,
That would.
I'm like, what if that would have fucking happened?
Yes,
And
he
Hulk
just
never
bounced.
came. Like, damn.
I would suck. I would. Oh man, that would suck. I would be so pissed. Cause like as Black
That was
Widow,
like- that was like a
you
late-
caused him just to get concussed. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
don't-
oh God.
I mean, you think he could like you think he got concussed when he fell from that thing too?
I feel like you still get hurt as Banner. You don't
But
get hurt
it's
as
just
Hulk.
the fact that you kind of heal because you become Hulk.
Yeah, because like I feel like the issue with Banner is that like he can kill himself if Hulk allows it.
But I mean, Hulk still needs that body, so it's like,
Hulk will never allow it.
yeah, because you die, I die. Like,
right. So like, cause I feel like he's gotten close to killing himself, but then it's like, cause we've cut
He
his
even,
wrist,
he even said, he's like, yo, I tried like blowing my brains out, but freaking Hulk,
caught the bullet.
yeah, and fucking spit it out.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you ain't ending this trip. We on this together. So no, yeah, I definitely think that the Hulk would have been concussed as Banner, staying as Banner. Because he still gets hurt. I feel like he definitely gets hurt. He was in an arm sling. You don't just like, he stays brittle. I guess it's good for him to be smart Hulk then.
You get like you get the kind of like mental like intelligence as like Banner, but you get the same strength. Well, not the same strength, but you still get the strength of Hulk, basically.
Yeah.
I ain't like how in the season finale it made it seem like Abomination, like even though Abomination's kind of had the same kind of control as Banner, it just made it seem like Abomination like would manhandle this Hulk.
I think he would.
Like my whole thing is like, why is he much bigger? Because they were practically the same size in the first movie.
That's my point. They had the same fucking thing, and Abominable is crazy as hell, and then you got two others who are normal just from Bruce's blood. All of them had the exact same thing.
Well, they were saying it was like a DNA thing with
just make it mathed up, bro. All I'm saying is I want one crazy ass Hulk out of just one more year of a crazy ass Hulk. That's all I'm asking for.
probably Red Hulk.
Red Hulk.
We might see a Red Hulk.
I think we will because of the way the new Wakanda movie is
Grey
moving.
Hulk.
Because they're also talking about, like, to wrap it up, but like they're also talking about the Deadpool and Wolverine movie tying into
The MCU.
the MC universe with Doctor Doom and the Hulk universe. So now we might, you know what I mean? So they might correlate the Wolverine and Hulk fight.
I would love to see.
Right? You get.
But it has to be like original Hulk. I don't want to see Smart Hulk versus him.
So I'm saying that's why I want.
It might be a different like universe or something
Or
like that.
it may even be Hulk's son, which I'm still not opposed to.
I mean, he seemed quite normal when he like was introduced.
That's because he just got his ass chewed the fuck out from a space ride trip from Sakaar back to Earth because he can't be at Sakaar no more. You know what I'm saying? If you fuck up so bad you can't be on Sakaar no more, you fucked up, kid. It's a place for fighting, and all the garbage goes there. How the Grandmaster got to call the Hulk to be like, hey, send your ass home?
But nah, something real quick I want to discuss too. Like, you seen the trailer for Creed 3?
No, not yet. I heard it.
It looks
good?
It looks fucking good. Like,
It looks good.
He getting knocked out again? Times Square.
I mean, shoot, we don't know, but I've been seeing this like also this poster too, because like they show like the kind of two posters where they have like Michael B. Jordan, and they also have Jonathan Majors, because he's playing like the opponent in the movie too. So they're like what Marvel fans see is Killmonger versus Kane the Conqueror. That's low key. That's low key lit though. Like, bruh, that's big.
I'd be fine. That's just fine.
Yeah,
That's
that
fine.
would be some. But like like you gotta watch the trailer. Like, have you seen the other two Creeds? Are you kind of into the Rocky
I
franchise?
got tapped out after the Rocky franchise. I'll be honest. Rocky 4.
Nah, no.
Rocky 4
Nah.
tapped me out of
Yo.
all of them.
Give Creed and Creed 2. Give them both a try.
Okay.
They're both good movies, man.
But
They're both like. Are you just not much of a like a
No.
sports movie fan?
I am a sports movie fan. Don't get me wrong. I am a sports movie fan, but it's just like after a while, I just got tired of.
I mean,
like,
I could kind of like go ahead.
I'm saying I just got tired of like the Rocky franchise, and so like when it was like, oh, they're making a Creed off the Rocky franchise, I was just like,
Nah, but it could stand as its own.
As its own
too.
series?
Like, it's tied to the Rocky franchise mainly because of the fact that like Creed is like he's the like son of the
Apollo.
yeah, of Apollo,
Yeah.
and all that. So yeah, like it's still tied into it, but like as its own movie, it's good. Like
Okay.
I think you should like give the first Creed a try. First
Alright.
Creed was definitely, second one was definitely good. It's really good, but I say give it a try. Because
It was Creed 3. If they go 4, bro, I'm out. Again, because I didn't even see Rocky 5.
I think didn't Rocky have like 7 movies?
After 5, it's just Rocky again. Like,
Yeah.
I just got tired. You get me?
I mean, there are certain franchises. There's like after a certain time, like yeah, how many times are we gonna see him beat up another person? Like, but it's it's boxing though.
Or the same could be said
It's
for Fast
boxing.
and Furious. I'm done after like 4. Like I could say I probably watched 5, 6, the rest of them, but
I've
like I've
watched-
bits.
I've watched up to 8.
I've watched bits.
Like, I've watched the whole movies up to 8. I was not gonna watch like 10's coming out, so I definitely was like not gonna watch not when I saw the trailer for Fast 9. I'm like, no,
When did Han come back?
9
Not-
movie, the most recent movie. That's when he came back.
So then I watched 1 to 4, then I watched 9 because the Paul Walker, the whole Paul Walker thing. That's the one when Paul Walker died and the baby.
no,
Yeah,
no, the one when
Yeah,
Paul
it's
Walker
9.
died. That was
that's 9, ain't it?
No, that's 8. No, 8 was after. Was the movie after Paul Walker's death. 7 was when they had the whole scene where the whole like the tribute to him and everything. That 7 was that
And that's when Han came back. So I stopped at 7.
one. No,
So whenever Han came, like I'm saying,
Han comes back no, Han dies in 7. That's when Toretto realized that Han was dead. Cuz he technically dies in Tokyo Drift. He died in Tokyo Drift.
No. All right.
And then
I remember
and then
this
there's
scene.
there's the whole thing with the rest of the family, and then it goes into
Whatever
like,
movie where you got the French chick that was on the bike, Han was on the car that was driving behind a plane,
and she dies? 6.
6. Done with that.
That's 6.
That's the last one I saw. Cause I was like, why my man back?
No, that's the one. That's the
Bullshit.
one. That's the one where 6. That's the one when they get Letty back. That's 6.
Oh yeah, I was. The Letty story was cool. Han showing up confused the hell out of me. Where I was like, yeah, I'm done with the series, and I will just catch it every now and then. But we gotta wrap it up though.
Yeah, man.
Uh,
Nah,
This
but
is-
for real, like give Creed a try.
Yeah,
Cause I mean, with the third, like, first one was amazing. Second one is a real tearjerker. Like towards the end, it's a tearjerker. But the third one, I have a feeling the third one's gonna be just
it has to
so
be.
crazy.
You got legacy now. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just like as good as the others, it should be good. I mean,
Mhm.
Michael B. Jordan's a good actor, so I mean, I don't think I've seen.
I mean,
him
he's been in good films.
the only
Like
thing
he gets put in good films.
the only thing he wasn't good in was Raising Dion. That's because he didn't have an actual role.
Yeah.
But
All right, man. This has been an episode of TV Nerds here with your host Esoteric Child, Gabe Stomach. Follow us on our link tree. We gonna be back on Twitch. I know we kind of took a hiatus a bit.
Yeah.
Also with this whole hurricane situation, it's
Fucking
like
you.
yeah, things kind of slowed down, but we back. We gonna be kicking back up. Shoot, I might stream Gotham Knights. Just because of it,
Tell me
I
how
mean,
it
I'm a
is.
fan. I'm a fan of the Batman game, so I'm gonna give this one a try.
Tell me how it
I'm
is.
saying, all right,
If
for
it's
sure.
worth, you know what I'm saying? All right. Catch y'all later.
All right, y'all. Stay nerdy.